She did it? Is it like... Hey there.
Hi, Athena. Gosh,
Vicki.
it's been a week. Oh my gosh. Yeah, we've had holidays and playing with babies and children.
Food, family, football.
Fishing. Yeah, staying with the
Fishing.
food, family, fishing.
Football,
Like,
yeah.
not me. I mean, not up here. Football, yeah.
No, football. On TV, football.
Yeah. Not throwing balls at people, right?
No. Unless there's snowballs. We don't have those here, but it feels like it. It's 48 degrees.
Yeah, Project Guardians. Like Project Guardians has like been consuming us, right? But
Yes,
in a really great way.
absolutely. Just more forward progress. And even during the holiday, it's hard because everything slows down, but that's when the wheels get to go, the plan happens, and we just move forward. And then we have some great people coming in on our little Q&As. I did have somebody ask me a question this week. They sent it via email.
Oh, good.
They had asked if I could choose anything I wanted to do for a bike build, what would it be?
Ooh.
And I said, well, the bike build I'm doing now, which is the Guardian Sturgis Museum bike build. I think they were trying to get a little like a little hint on
preview of what we're gonna do.
What we're gonna do. So
yeah.
And I do have there's my ruler. I was looking for my ruler today. I couldn't find it. So here, let's see. I'm gonna ready for this. Let's check it out. I draw really bad. So
okay. Oh my gosh.
That's bad. That's not. It doesn't really. And then I have my dash and all my stuff and my wiring, and then I have how I'm doing my tail. So I got the little book has got it all in there. Don said you better show the pictures tonight. I'm like, I draw horribly. He's like, no. He goes, even though you and I know what it is, at least they can see that you know how to draw two wheels and a gas tank. No. Yeah,
Yeah.
And it'll take on a life of its own from there. Of course, that's not what it'll end up being, but that's what we talked about, making it look old school.
Well, that was it. Like, the thing that Athena and I talked about was we were like, hey, wouldn't it be cool if somebody were to roll in and go, wow, that looks old school. And then it's like, but it's new school. It's like old school and new school. It's like fusion, man. It's like the past and the future just came into the room together. You know?
And a lot of people want to participate too. We were talking about it. We have a few, the younger builders that are making parts that I've been doing some research on their parts because I want to actually incorporate some of that because that's our future. Yeah. Presently, they're just on the ground level doing it, but they will be where we are now.
Yeah. Well, and I mean, this whole past and future thing is actually really powerful because I got contacted by a guy from Thunder Beach in Panama City this week. And he would like for our bike to be in his show because his show, he just sat up when he heard what we were doing because he was like, that's my show. He has old bikes and he has new bikes and has this kind of mixture. And, I know Bill Dodge, the one at Tennessee Motorcycles and Music, he's kind of got that mixture too. There's some old stuff, some new stuff, some creative things, a bit artsy, almost like Mama Tried-ish, where you've got, the art of the motorcycle mixed in there. So
all of it, yeah.
I think it is, I'm so excited about the direction that everything is going.
Me too. And it's funny because with the return of Keith Ball with Easy Riders and, as much as they've already done for us with us, I dug out probably 4 Rubbermaid bins full of old Easy Riders magazines. And I've just been going through and looking at different things to say, hey, I remember when we did that. I remember when they did that, so I have posters in there that were hanging on my bedroom wall. And I was like, Johnny Pag. There's a bike that Johnny Pag did that was just like, oh, when I was a kid, it was like, oh, but it was that whole, it even had a squish pipe on the shovel head.
That if you are a member of Team Easy Riders, you have access to all of the past issues. I was actually looking at that yesterday.
Yeah.
And like all the way back, and they're all digitalized, and like one of those magazines where you're turning the pages. And I mean, talk about bringing me back in time. Like, look at some of that stuff. We were a little bit more edgy back then. What happened?
I'm excited. Miraculous Mother is back. I'm just like, my hero. I love it. Like she taught me how to be the cool chick.
She's as nasty as she ever was.
And if you can deal with that, that's how you learn to be the cool chick, because you're not easily offended. There's raunchy, there's right, there's all the little in-betweens. I just love it. I think I love the history of it, but it's cool because I want to join Team Easy Riders because I lost a bunch in hurricanes. That's why they're all in Rubbermaid now, because after the first couple floods, you learn to put them away. Yeah.
So we are kind of like waiting for our special guest to come in, and she's having trouble getting connected. She said her browser is just blocking her and won't let her.
I heard Heidi was hanging around from the museum. Is she around?
Heidi is not hanging around here tonight, but she, I believe, will be our guest next week.
Oh, I'm so excited.
What I'm trying to do is like go back and tell this story from, when the motor was there at the museum, how did it get there, who was involved, and that's, if you haven't watched the Keith Ball interview, you should do that, because I learned things I didn't know about this. And we're going to have Keith come back and tell us more. There's definitely going to be more to reveal with him.
Story, right?
I could talk to him for hours.
Oh yeah.
But now the next part of the story was when I won the bike. It was still out in Sturgis. I had just gotten back from the rally, and I get this phone call like the second day I was home, and it's Keith Ball saying, oh, guess what? Well, you just won this fabulous motor. And I can tell you exactly where I was standing when he called me. And I'm like, why is Keith Ball calling me? I was actually at the Sturgis or at the Harley Davidson museum, and they have a gift shop there. And we had some friends that had come back that were also traveling back from Sturgis. So they stayed with us for a couple of days. So we took them down there. They were from Bulgaria. So anyway, so we're looking through everything down there, and I stepped aside because I'm like, hey, Keith Ball's calling me, and so I just wanted to start like yelling, but it would have been so inappropriate. You would have done it.
Speak of inappropriate, somewhere my phone is ringing, so we'll put that on silent so that doesn't happen again.
Well, you know what? Angela was just telling me. She said she's just so sorry, but go ahead and tell the story. So we actually have some pictures that are queued up. I love it. And so anyway, here I am. I'm like, oh, I just won this beautiful motor, but how am I going to get it home? Like, I'm 850 miles away. So I put something out on Facebook, and I said, hey, does anybody know somebody who is still out there, that is going to be, that's from Wisconsin, that could bring it back to Wisconsin? Because if I could get it close, I'll go get it, And I had a friend that Redbeard Casting, Roy Detra. So he's a longtime friend. I've known him for 30 some years. And he goes, yeah, he said, I know somebody who's out there. And he says, let me see if I can get in touch with them. And it was Angela and Mike. I don't know if I'm saying her name right. Again, I should have asked her, but Kuchan, Kuchan. So yeah. And they were like, yeah, we'll be happy to do that. We're going to be riding for another week yet, but before we come home, we'll stop by the museum and pick it up. So here it is in the back of their pickup truck. It was so nice of them to do that. And all I had to do was pick it up at a place that was, near Portage, Wisconsin, which is about 100 miles away from where I am. So that was really cool. So the next, actually, I'm going to let her know she can watch live, watch me talk about her. You can. Right now. Right now, you can do that. Anybody else watch? Oh, Dennis, hey.
Dennis Stauber.
Yeah.
I love Dennis. He's
our number
awesome.
one fan, Dennis. He was here last week too. So
yeah, he's always around the Athena After Dark. I miss him. He's super cool. We have so many awesome people. Mama Ditch is watching too. I know that for sure.
Oh, that's cool. Of course, yes.
Oh yeah.
Love her and her grandchildren.
Oh, yeah.
So anyway, so they pick this up, and it's not light, it's a pretty heavy thing. And go ahead, we can go to the next picture. And I have a motorhome that I like to travel around in because it's got everything, and I can take my bike in the back, and I can just haul things around. So I happen to be scheduled like a week or so later to be at a conference in Wisconsin Dells at a safety conference for the state. And I just boondock in the parking lot. I'm too cheap to pay for the hotels. So I had my trailer and everything. And I stopped by her house with this. I said, is it okay if I stop by with my RV and my trailer? And I pulled up and she goes, you're driving that? I love that reaction. I'm like, yeah, why wouldn't I,
And you do well at it too. You got that
stuff. So so her husband wasn't feeling good that day, so he kind of stayed away, and it was just Angela and I. And I'm thinking, well, hopefully she's got some muscles on her. And I found out she's a tough chick. She's like so cool. So Angela and I muscled the motor into my trailer. Nice. We managed to get it in there together, and boxes all in one piece and everything. And then I'm looking at the stuff that she's got in her yard. She's got all these sculptures. And when we were in her garage picking this up, I'm like, what is all this stuff that you have here? And it turns out she's a welder. Awesome. And the next picture is from her where we didn't get them switched over. But anyway, so no, that's okay. We can just look at some of the stuff she's created. But yeah, so then right here, I mean, look at this statue that she had made. Wow. Isn't that beautiful? And her yard is full of these things.
Yeah, like Ron Finch. I love it.
So that was exactly where my head went.
Right.
And I kid you not, she had a 5-gallon bucket with spoons and forks, and that's like totally Ron Finch,
Yeah. Oh yeah. I watched him and my dad dumpster dive.
Yep. Look up Ron Finch.
Oh yeah.
So I tell you, this is phenomenal. A chick that rides her own bike, and she's a welder. I'm like fascinated. I'm like, not only do I get this very generous person who picks this motor up gladly and happily and brings it back, but also, she's a welder. And she goes, I've just always thought it would be really great to teach women how to weld. She goes, I just love to do this. And she was in the midst of making that owl when I was there. So now this is like where she works. I was hoping she would tell us a little bit more about what she does, but anyway, so she does industrial stuff. Here's a little bit more of her creations that she has, and just any piece of metal she looks for all these parts. It reminds me of Doc too.
Fabulous,
anything, any parts and make them into something. But this was a total surprise to me.
That's awesome. Yeah, it's crazy how the motorcycle world, it's such a large community, but yet it's such a small world. It's kind of crazy. Yeah. And the people we encounter and the people we get to meet, and we end up with lifetime friends that do unique lifetime things, adventures that sometimes we get to live vicariously through them. That's super cool too. I love that.
Yeah. And that's what I was thinking, today was like, well, I've been saying this, it's about the people we're going to meet along the way here. Mm-hmm. And that's why I'm wanting to feature all these people that we're already meeting through this bike build. So
I love it.
Yeah, it's not, none of it is always just about the one thing that you're doing, but it's about the people you meet along the way, like
maybe you get an opportunity to maybe do a little video like you did interview with Keith Ball. That turned out so good. That was fabulous. And we can put it up. That would be cool.
Yeah, Heidi wrote to me today and goes, I just saw this. She goes, this is so cool. Yeah, so this is her thing. So if anybody wants to get that QR code and take a little bit more of a look.
That's so cool. Hey, Becky, I see you.
So Becky, yes. My friend Quiver. I thought that was their last name, and here that's her nickname. I was like,
too funny.
Why did they call you Quiver?
Do you want to know?
I don't know. Sometimes you don't want to ask. I'm curious. I can keep saying just tell me live on our podcast.
Right. Exactly.
Well,
that's so awesome.
Yeah.
So cool. So that would be really neat. And I think that that's super cool how that just ended up to where you met another very strong individual in our world that is passionate about what we do. And again, another friend for life. That's pretty neat.
I know. That's cool. Part of the story, like I keep saying, like, this is the person who wins this bike, wins the story that comes with this bike. So part of that story is going to be the etchings and drawings that you're doing. We met.
Yes.
We met.
Yes.
Because we had to
put us together
to each other.
Yep.
We had our booths next to each other, and I'm like, a female bike builder. What?
That's so funny.
Years and years.
Yeah. Wait, it was your Kush drive, wasn't it? You're like, come outside, look at this for me.
No, that was a different one.
That was a different one, right?
We met in Georgia.
Oh, in Georgia and Athens.
We had a booth.
Right, at the women's convention. That's where I became a motor maid. That's crazy.
Oh, yeah. Wow. And you had, and it wasn't just any bike build. It was like a chopper you had there. And I'm like, what?
Yeah. Cool. It was the Heartbreaker. Yeah, it was cool. So, yeah, and what's really cool is next week I'm looking forward to everybody getting back to work, and finding out dates of when we get things and arrive. I'm gonna do a little sneak peek, like a tour of the shop, so everybody should stay tuned because sometime this week you'll have a nice little sneak peek. It's not much, but it's my little beautiful home where we create the wonderful things we do. So I'm excited to show everybody that. And it's going to be fun and exciting as it just starts to go together. And
there's been, we've chatted with a lot of people, but, holidays are tough. Everybody's kind of taking a break, and it's in the communications are a bit choppy and everything's in the works. It's just, you got to wait for them to come back. And I was saying, I've been doing this for so long. I'm like, we just lose people. We lose people for a good 2 weeks between New Year's. Mm-hmm. And then when they come back, they're all like,
never on a Monday.
Oh no.
I always wait. I don't even call anybody on the first Monday back. I wait till Tuesday. Yeah. I let them do all their stuff, and then that way I can have their attention. And it's pretty cool because over the years, when you do that with people, they're respectful the same way. Yeah. Like if they need something, they know it's a holiday. They approach it the same way. So that's cool because most of us are like, wow, it's like a shock after, again, like the slowdown, because we're always on the go. Yeah. We're go, 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 all of us.
So. And so much of your stuff is like initially is all the planning anyway. Mm-hmm. Like all getting everything all the ducks in a row. And like today, you and I were talking about some of the other people that want to be involved. Mm-hmm. And we've got some really creative folks, by the way. And we're going to be doing, we're going to keep bringing people on to our show so we can have you meet all these people behind the scenes. But we were talking about Scott Peace and some of the work he does, and we talked about and he does like this rearranging of molecules kind of thing. But anyway, we'll see what we can do to work that in. We've got Dana from Metalwood Garage.
Yep.
Who would like to be involved in some way. So you'll be talking with her and get some of that creative stuff going. And she's a welder. She does really great artistic things. And then we have Rob Etegre, and he does etching, metal etching.
Beautiful
And
work.
we talked he's amazing. I mean, down to every detail.
Every detail. Very much so.
He is really good. So, we just continue to get more people who are reaching out to us and saying, I would like to be part of this project. And, if that's you or somebody, we're going to get down to needing, being pretty specific about what we need. But we also have that challenge going on right now also with our fundraising, so that we can bring this bike around and show it to people and pick up some of those little things. Like right now we want to get banners made. We got the video equipment together and got that delivered to Athena so she can get set up with video equipment. But there's really a lot of things we need, and you can find these things, whether you want to do like a financial donation. But we have somebody who said, hey, I'm going to give you 5,000. This is my QB. My husband worked for him for 28 years. He's a personal injury law firm in Wisconsin, but he's also in Illinois and in Iowa. So he has offices in the Midwest here. But anyway, he donated $5,000, which super generous. And he said, but I want that $5,000 to work, So he said, I want other people to donate. And when you get to $10,000 in donations, he said, I'm going to donate another $5,000 to you, so you have $20,000 to work with. And I was hoping and praying to get to 10, because I thought it was going to be at least 10. I would have been thrilled just to get to that point. But 20 actually allows us to think a little bit more about other things we would, maybe more places we could go. And if it's not that, whatever's left over is going to go to the two nonprofits anyway. So
and the more you're out, it's more return on investment for everybody that sponsors, because they're going to be in the spotlight.
Yes, and that's what we want. We want people to all, get their share too of the attention that are involved with this. So, anyway, there's so much that is happening with this that is just good, warm, fuzzy, good stuff.
It's incredible. And just so everybody knows, we're taking some sandwich boards, I believe. We're going to put everybody's stickers on there, all the sponsors.
Probably really big. Something I'm thinking of
really big, right? Yeah. So that you travel along with the motorcycle, so everybody knows that you had a participation in it. And that's going to fill up really big and really good. And we look forward to everybody working with us, because this is how we do it. We get all the parts collected up and everybody donates and comes together. It's called a collaboration. And that's the cool part, is that you just make it all happen. And I love doing stuff like that, because you take different intricate parts and you make them all cohesive, and then they kind of take on a life of their own.
Yeah.
Run down the road.
Isn't that, so, I think it's going to be really fun to take this bike around and show it off,
Absolutely.
There's, we're going to take a slow trek from Florida and slowly work our way kind of across the southern part, and then up through Tennessee, and make our way here to Milwaukee for the Harley homecoming, and that'll be the last stop before Sturgis. Then we'll make our way out to Sturgis. But
and we'll be all around it during Sturgis. I'm sure you're going to get a lot of requests to have it everywhere.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
we already we definitely already know that it's going to end up being at some events, like I'm thinking that we could probably get it over at Buffalo Chip for the industry party.
Yes, and she would like it there for biker bells also.
Yeah, but I'm not going to leave it there. So
no,
because it's got to come with me, and
yeah, it's got to travel around with you everywhere.
I'm going to ride
your sidekick.
I'm going to ride it in biker bells.
Of course you are.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Tony's already yelling at me about not going too fast, but how can you not go too fast? Because I'm going to be riding the back of the pack.
Right.
So
never get out of second gear,
yeah.
third gear. Right.
And the back of the pack, that's where all the action is.
We'll get it broke in real good before then. You know, we got to put 200 miles on it, so everything's good. The rings are seated.
My last chance to get out and ride it before we give it to somebody else. I got to make sure everything's okay, right?
You do?
You're going to be the first one to ride it.
I'll know it's okay when you get on it and want to think that you're going to check it all out and make sure it's all right for me. Okay. I love you. I got you. You'll
maybe I'll let you ride in back with me.
Yeah, I'll give it a shot. I'd give it a shot with you. I trust you. And no matter what, I could always put my feet down. You know,
that's true. You could probably reach
even while me. Yeah. Well, I love you.
Yeah. Well, we are having a ball with this. You guys, we love your questions. We love that you're supporting us. If you have any ideas for us, we are in that ideas phase. If it's something to do with the build, Athena's phone number is right there. We had that right on our website. You'll see on the left side there where it says bike parts. You only, then, contact Athena if you have any thoughts there. And if it's other kinds of things that you can do, whether it's, transportation, if you can help with some of the social media stuff,
volunteer any way you can.
Yeah,
right.
Anything you can do, we would love it. So give us a whirl or give us a hand. We'd love it. All right. Thanks again. Well,
thank you, Miss Erin. Miss Erin's in the background. Kudos. She always does a great job.
I think Erin should pop in and say hi, don't you?
Good. Where's Miss Erin at?
She's
I didn't do my hair. She's probably looking for the brush right now, right?
She's like, where's that button Vicki was talking about that makes your skin look nice?
Oh my goodness, a filter. There she is. Hi, beautiful.
Hello.
Good job.
Good to see everybody.
He's in Texas. Athena's in Florida. I'm in Wisconsin.
And we're all cold, so it doesn't matter where you are. It's just cold.
Yeah.
So stay warm.
Okay, everybody. We will see you next week, but we'll be doing some other things in between. If you haven't subscribed to our YouTube channel, please do that. And we also are airing things live on our Instagram and our Facebook. So thanks a lot.
And share. Please share. We appreciate it. All right. Two-wheel freedom. Mwah. Love you guys.
Love you. Bye-bye.